Yo, what is up guys? It is Skaarm, and for today's video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how chemistry does work in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. Of course, if you guys are brand new, or if you guys just haven't really paid attention to exactly how chemistry works in FIFA, this video is definitely for you. So we'll start off with the colors of the links and stuff like that. So the first one we're going to start off with is going to be considered as the no link, and that is going to be the red links. So of course you guys can already see that there's already red links in the squad, but just to make it a little easier, of course, I can add a player like Barnes and a player like Muller. And of course, both these players do not get any chemistry between them. Barnes is getting that 3 chemistry because of the position he is playing in, while Muller is getting 0 chemistry because he's not a striker, he's actually a cam, and therefore he will not get any chemistry in this squad. Bear in mind, all these players in the midfield right now, or any bronzes I will be using in this video, kind of just disregard them. They just make it so I can exactly show you how chemistry does work. For the most part, overall, they're just placeholders, and that's all they really are for this video. So of course, next up is going to be the weak link. A yellow link happens when a player is from the same nation and same league. Of course, right here you guys can see Barnes and Keita are both getting a yellow link between each other, and for that reason Barnes is getting 6 chemistry. Alright, so we now move on to the green link. A green link is when a player is from the same league and nation, or from the same club. Of course, in this case scenario, it's going to be from the same club, but it could just be from the same league and nation as well, with a player like Ings and Barnes. Once again though, even though there is a green link between the players, it's kind of the same chemistry as just putting the one yellow link, so just remember that, of course. Alright, so now we will move into exactly what a perfect link is. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that term, but a perfect link is when the player is from the same club and same nation, of course. So let's just move the placeholders right back. And right here you guys can see a major difference, 9 chemistry on both these players because they're from the same league, nation, and club. Now remember, if I just swap Barnes right back in to the striker position right beside Ings, both the players will go down to 6 chemistry. Despite very little differences, that little difference does make a huge impact on your squad. So now let's talk about how you guys can get your players on to 9 chemistry. Of course, the perfect link is one way to definitely do such, with 2 red links surrounding each player. Another way for that is going to be, let's put Barnes right back into the squad. Let's put Wood right back into the squad. And then if I put Keita into the midfield, let me just put the placeholder right around the squad as well. Oh, and of course, here is another little example that I was trying to talk about earlier. There is 3 red links to Keita, so of course he's only going to get the 3 chemistry rather than the 6 that I was talking about earlier. Now along with that, this is another way to get the 9 chemistry. We have 1 yellow link and 1 green link between Barnes, while his partner in crime, Wood, only has the 1 green link with 2 red links, so he's going to be on 6. Just think of it as a green link is going to counteract the red link right here, and the yellow link is kind of just going to hold the player on it to the correct chemistry required. Next, we can talk about how to get a player on it to 10 chemistry. So let me just go put Harrison into the squad. Now when I go look at the chemistry, we can see Barnes is exactly on 10 chemistry, no loyalty required, no manager in the squad. It's that simple, 2 green links and a yellow. Of course, in this case scenario, now the green link doesn't have to counteract a red link because the player Barnes is getting chemistry from all 3 angles around him. Alright, so now we could probably talk about positional chemistry. So we'll just go based on the fact that the player is going to get 0 chemistry in all 3 angles. Of course, this is purely just based on the position that they are playing. You guys can see right on the striker, where I'll zoom in right now, you guys can see that's greened out, and therefore the player will get up to 3 chemistry because he is greened out and in the correct position. However, in the case of Muller right here, he is a cam playing in the center mid position. Of course, center mid and cam aren't too far apart. However, that is going to be yellowed out, as you can see, and for that he's going to get himself 2 chemistry. Now if I put on Keita on the other hand, who is a center mid playing in the correct position, he would get himself 3 chemistry. So just keep in mind, positions do matter, but they only matter by 1 chemistry point. However, we can also, of course, get ourselves 1 chemistry on the player, and that of course is going to come in the name of Jack Harrison right here. If I put him in the left back position, which is pretty far away, although it is yellow, It's definitely not the same thing as putting a cam in a center mid position. In this case scenario, the left midfielder in the left back position is going to start off with 1 chemistry. Of course, if I do put a green link beside the player like Jack Harrison, he's going to go up to 5 chemistry, which you can actually get this player all the way up to 7 if you guys put loyalty. And if you guys add a manager from the Premier League, I could go show you that right now. And now you guys can see Jack Harrison has moved from a 5 chemistry to 6 chemistry. And of course, if I added loyalty, that would become 7 chemistry. Now, of course, if you guys aren't aware on how loyalty actually does work, it does add an extra chemistry point. If you guys are wondering how to get loyalty, I will have a video linked down in the description for you guys. Of course, you guys could check that out depending on if that is something you guys do need, of course. Now, of course, the last positional chemistry is going to be 0, of course. That's going to be when a player's drastically out of position. Like, I can't put Barnes in the center back position, left back position, left midfielder position, center mid. He has to play in the center forward, right forward, left forward, or striker position for him to get more than 0 chemistry. So, of course, all these little tutorials can definitely help with your squad building, but also with your SBC building. So now I'm going to move directly into exactly just if you guys are looking for chemistry on your team, your main squad that you guys are going to be playing rivals, weekend league, squad battles, whatever the case scenario may be. Alright, so now that we're into the main team, I can kind of show you guys exactly how chemistry works for this as well. Of course, all these players except Ndombele is going to have loyalty. That, of course, is going to be that little green badge. So all of them are going to have 10 chemistry, because I did follow the correct chemistry rules. Now, of course, like I said before when I was talking about green links cancel out red links, a player like Joe Gomez, the best example right here. That, of course, is because he has a green link to Kane, a green link to Wan-Bissaka, 2 red links to Navas and Kimpembe. However, on the other hand, Kimpembe also has 10 chemistry. That's because the 1 green link does counteract that 1 red link between Gomez and Kimpembe, along with these 2 yellow links kind of just canceling the links themselves out. Now, in terms of the positional play thing I was talking about, of course, in Ndombele being a cam, playing in the center mid position loses out on 1 chemistry until I do get the loyalty that is required. Of course, he would also be on 8 chemistry if I just removed the manager right here. You guys can go see that. Let me go send him to club. Now you guys can see Ndombele is on 8 chemistry. Same thing can be said with players like Rashford and Adama Traore. Both these players are out of their position. A left wing is not the same as a left forward, but it's pretty damn close, and for that reason he gets himself 9 chemistry with loyalty. On the other hand, we have Adama Traore without this manager being on 6 chemistry, as it is a much bigger change compared to the left wing to left forward. Him being a right forward to striker is definitely a bigger change. So now if I go add the manager back, both Rashford and Adama Traore are both going to get themselves an extra bit of chemistry, making Rashford at 10 chemistry despite him not being in the perfect position as a left forward. With Adama being in the right forward position, he's still going to miss out on that 3 extra chemistry. The maximum he definitely can get at is 7, is exactly what I have him at. And along with that, all these rest of these players for the most part just have yellow links, like of course Salah, Saul, both these guys just have yellow links, so all the links kind of just cancel out, keeping them on 10 with that loyalty and manager. Now, in terms of if you guys bring on a player from the bench, say if you guys are in the 60th minute, now I want to go bring on Diogo Jota into my team. He's going to start off with 5 chemistry, as you guys can see right here. So of course the boost in terms of the chem style like a hunter is not going to be too much, +2s, +1s, and a +4 in volleys. However, if Jota did start in the team, like as you guys can see now, the chem style like the hunter would definitely make a much bigger boost compared to the +1s, +2s, and +4s. Now he's getting +10s, +5s, and +15s. So of course chemistry definitely matters for your team. It's going to make your team play that slight bit better. Does your overall team chemistry on the left side of your screen matter? Honestly, no, it does not in terms of a individual player. Like in this case scenario, if I just put like a player like Jota in Ndombele's place, now my chemistry is not 100 anymore. So I would play just as good with or without 100 team chemistry. That of course doesn't matter. It's kind of just there for the aesthetics. But of course, if you're not on 100 chemistry, that does mean certain players are going to be off chemistry. That's the only way that can work. So of course, hopefully that does help you. So of course, if you guys still have any questions on how chemistry does work, just comment them down below. I'm happy to help. I'm sure other people are as well. But apart from that, guys, that is going to be the video. So please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Peace out.